Okay, we're hot. Sorry about the delay, folks. We had to switch fields, and we don't really have a provision for doing that in a fast way. So we did the best thing we could. Going to bring you a different camera angle this time from the outfield. And hopefully you guys will enjoy the view from the field. So I think we've already got a couple in the books. I don't have the scoreboard up. We're in a situation where we don't have a table. We don't have anything to work with out here in the outfield. Going to do my best to work a scoreboard for you. Can't guarantee you that it's going to work, though. Well, you're listening to Bolts Baseball Live. Hopefully you got a view, and we'll do some QA checks here. We'll be right back with you. All right, we're coming at you live from the outfield, actually, here at in the championship game. We just couldn't figure out a way to get a camera signal up for you guys quick enough. All the space was taken on the tables. On the hill, looks like number 3. Check my. Did he go? I thought he went. Yes. Nope. Got a 3-man crew out here for the umpires, and we're not going to be able to put the score on it the way we want to, but You know, Elliot, we could have probably asked if we could set up over there to the right in the truck. If we had set up in the truck over there, we'd have been able to run power and everything. Well, folks, we are not going to be able to get you the play-by-play that you're looking for. I've got good sound, I think, out here. It's just I can't see anything. We didn't anticipate having to move to this field. If we had, we would have asked for permission to put the Tradio truck out in right center. But we're gonna bring you a good camera angle of the entire game. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna see what I can do to get you an updated score. I'll be right back with that. I'm pretty sure that the Bolts are the home team this game. That they probably flipped a coin, but I'm not 100% certain. So I can't really tell you for sure if we're in the bottom of the second or top of the third. Let me go check. So we are in the bottom of the second. Nice rip right there by, is that 88 over there, Elliot? Motley. Done a good job the entire tournament for SBA. There's no score in the game right now. We don't have our scoreboard. Gonna have to improvise a little bit and stay with me here. I think we might be dealing with some signal issues too. Got a 0-0 game right now though. Stolen second base. Was that a steal of second? A wild pitch, my camera guy's telling me. That's Vasquez, takes a walk to first base. Gonna bring up Constantine, who's getting the start in right field. See how the Bolts play it. Elliott, have we got any outs in the inning? Nice pitch dropped in. Another left-hander going against the Bolts. Apparently we have 2 outs. I can't see much out here from the outfield. Probably ought to be doing it a little bit different here. Hard hit ball at shortstop. Fields it and underhands it to second base in time for the 3rd out of the inning. And we've got a scoreless game here at the championship. This is the ship. This is the 2024 Super Regional NIT. Your Bolts have a 35-0 record on the line here. Come back, join us after the switch of the inning. You're listening to Bolts Baseball Live on Tradio. Mute, Elliott. All right, so the Bolts are in the field. Looks like Madden Pike on the mound. Let me go through the lineup here for you real quick. Yeah, Madden Pike pitching here in the championship game. It's very similar to what it's been the entire tournament. Aiden Kearney, shortstop. Luke Esquivel, first base. Juju Martinez catching here in the championship game. Isaiah Torres in left field. Zach Estrada, one of the big heroes of the last game, is DH. Pence is third base. Motley is center field. Vasquez is second. And Brady Constantine is in right field. Leadoff batter gets a base hit for, I really don't know who what the opponent's name is, actually, now that I think about it. We were so focused on moving from field 4 to field 3, trying to get you video as soon as we could. Just National. It says just National. Runner first with a reasonable lead. And throws a pitch, foul back off to the other field. And checks the runner. Pike checks the runner. Leg kick and drive. Perfect pitch. Strike 2. Batter squared like he was going to bunt. Then pulled it back. Definitely wasn't the pitch to do that on. Great backdoor pitch. Did you not give it to him? No. Pike trying to work the outside on this lefty. That ball was down. I think we got a full count. Pike over to first, runners back safely and easily. Just kind of a throw over to say, hey, I want you to know I've got one eye on you. Back pick, he got it. Nope. Really close. I guess it wasn't 3-2. It was 2-2. I like to do that back pick with a left-handed batter. It's interesting to me. Very difficult with a left-handed batter, but maybe it also hides the throw from the runner longer. There's 2 hopper right up the middle. Only plate's going to be the first. Vasquez not able to field it cleanly. 2 runners on, nobody out here. So the national team has something cooking here. Runners at first and second, nobody out, and we are in the top of the 3rd. Hard hit ball second baseman. That's going to get through to the outfield. They will score a run on this. Team White up 1-0 with runners on first and second, nobody out. Everybody calls timeout to go chat. Big lead at first base that time. That may have been a good choice for that back pick. But we've got another left-handed batter. Coach coming down, I think maybe batter may have missed a signal. First and second with a left-handed batter. Nobody out. I think you're going to be laying it down. You got a 1-run lead. I think. I don't know. I don't know how they play at this age group. But it's still baseball. To me, that's the higher percentage play. Looked like he squared the bunt. Looked like he was getting ready to lay one down. But it seems like since he's a lefty, he might not be doing a full-on sacrifice. He might be doing a drag bunt to try to get down to first base. Pitch called. Don't really have a good handle on the count out here. Elliot, did you see the count when umpire held up his hands? Pike comes set, checks the runner at second base, fires it. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman. Could be two. Not fast enough to be able to do it. Got the runner at second base. Runner from second. Got the runner going from first to second. The runner from second actually advanced to third. So the national team will have runners on the corner here, first and third with one out, and we are in the top of the third. Joining us late, Team White. Don't know what they're called, but they have one run in this inning on a couple hits. Yeah, now they know at first base not to get too far off. Catcher will come up and gun him on the back. Oh. Bases are loaded now. Another run for Team White. Coach Robbins calls timeout. Go talk to Mr. Pike, and we're going to take a break. So if you're just now joining us, we are in the top of the fourth. Having some challenges with our scoreboard setup out here in the outfield. And the main reason is I can't see too well. We had to do a quick changeover from the last game and get to a spot where we could get set up and get a video signal going to YouTube. Turned out that right center was our friend for that. I guess we didn't think through all the other, ancillary things. I can tell you right now that the white team is leading the SBA Bolts by a score of 4-0. And like I said, we are in the top of the fourth, and the first runners reach first base on a walk. So Bolt's undefeated record is on the line here at this Tomball Super Regional NIT Championship, an event in the Perfect Game world. Man, I wonder how much money Perfect Game is making, what their gross revenue is. They're all over the place. Travel baseball is huge around the country. They were in the right place, right time, executed a good plan. The result is we probably have more competitive baseball than we've ever had in the history of baseball. You got analytics from the time you're 7 years old. But also we get to see games like this where the undefeated 35-0 Bolts take on the Nationals. And it looks like number 38, Pence, has gone to the mound. Check from my camera guy. Last time I checked the monitor, Elliot, it looked like there was a lot of white. Like over white on the white balance. Too hot. Is that Pence, Elliot? Is that number 38 on the hill? And we talked about it in some of these earlier games. This is the fifth game in 2 days for both of these teams. Man, you got to be deep in pitching. Everybody on the roster's got to be able to pitch. I think the only person we haven't seen pitch is it Juju Martinez, maybe? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, carry on. I don't think he's caught. He went for it. It's got to be a strike. They were squared around, going to try to bunt here in the top of the fourth, add to their 4-0 lead. My setup and what we do, we can change video from field to field. We're kind of set up to be able to do that. But the way I have my scoreboard implemented this weekend, we weren't set up to do a quick change to another field. Definitely not play-by-play either. We'll get it next time, though. I'm sure there'll be many more championships that the Bolts will play. Hopefully Coach Esquivel keeps inviting us along. You guys got to let him know if you've enjoyed it this weekend. Strikeout for Pence. One down. Runner on first. Good swing that time. Good pitch from Pence. Pitcher won that battle. Tell you what, though, that guy just missed it. Got to be careful. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes on this batter now. Pence coming in, making some noise. Pence deals. Runner takes off, looking for a break the pitch. Got a ball fouled back. He's going to have to go back to first base. Pretty good idea by the white team there. Anticipating a breaker. So he took off on the pitch. See if he can get the best jump possible. Now might be a good time for Pence to throw to first base. Hard ground ball. Second baseman Kearney fields it. Runner advances to second. From first to second. 2 outs in the inning. Let's see if I can rig up something here where I can do a little bit better job. Elliot, can you hear me? Elliot. Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check. How we sound? Good? All right. Finally got a place where I can hang out. And I think we're still sitting at 4-0, right, Elliot? No runs scored for Bolts this inning, right? How many outs, Elliot? Do you know? Got to ask my camera guy, Elliot. Let me put my... Can you still hear me? I put a wind cover on it. 1 run for the 1 out. Yes. Okay, 1 out for the Bolts. Can you see okay out here? Yeah, it's live. It's live on YouTube. We're streaming it right now. And a run at first base for the Bolts, number 7, carry on. Bolts have a runner at third, runner at first. Sound check. What do we got, Elliot? We sounding good? All right. Runner at third, runner at first. They are behind 4-0 right now with 1 out here. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Sorry we couldn't get you the scoreboard graphic on the screen. This championship game, believe me, we wanted to. Wanted to really be able to bring it to you in big-time fashion. But unfortunately, when they made us swap fields, we didn't have our gear set up on the field that they wanted to bring us to. Next time we'll know. I think mostly the championship games are held down here for this age group, especially on field 3. And next time we'll know, because there's actually a place in field 3 in right center that would give us a fantastic setup. Let me be able to see from the Tradio truck the action and give us the ability to set up a table and things we need out here to bring you a scoreboard. It's 4-2, big lead at third base there. Nice. And this is Trinidad Motley, I think, batting. Estrada's at third. Pence would have been at first. Okay, I see what we got. Pence is pitching. Now, that's actually number 3 over at third. It's Liam Skeen doing the running at first base for Pence. Good lead at third base. Moderate lead at first with a lefty on the hill. He steps back and off. Bolts need to scratch here with a 4-0 game. Motley at the plate. Trendon. I hope I'm saying his name right. Miss it, ball down, and Bolt's going to have runners in scoring position at second and third on the pass ball on the catcher. think there was a question about the count that time. And the coach on the white team's livid. He's angry. He's going back to the perfect game desk. Doesn't mean anything, though. Home plate umpire's already determined what it is. We got a 4-man crew. Okay. Got one at every base for this championship game. How about that? Umpire from second base, umpire from first, umpire from home. They all come together to talk about it. Third base umpire making his way to the stack of discussion. Now, I got to tell you, decision's already been made. I'm not sure we need to rehash. We need to make sure we get it right. Oh, they are calling him out. They are calling out. Okay. Not much argument from the other side. I think they accept the fact that he had 2 strikes on him. So now you got 2 strikes in the inning. They're not going to flip it around again, hopefully. 2 strikes in the inning and runners on second and third. Need a big hit here. Looks like this is probably Vasquez, 21, coming to hit for the Bolts. He's done a good job at shortstop this weekend. Last couple of days, I guess Sunday and Monday, excuse me. Takes a strike. Uh-oh. Somebody said something to the umpire, and the umpire is not at all happy. Coach gets in front of him, says, hey, if you want to take something out on anybody, take it out on me. And the coach is edging him away from the dugout, which is what he should be doing, standing in front of it, not letting his players take the brunt of it. All right, so I think we're ready to play now. We got 1 strike on Vasquez. We got 2 outs in the inning, right, Elliot? Give me a head nod, Elliot. Head nod confirmation over there. Two outs, right? 2 outs. Four to nothing game. Bolts trying to scratch here in the bottom of the 4th. Now, I don't know if this game is subject to time limit. I think they'll end up playing this game. We got those thunderstorms rolling in, too. Got some bad clouds. Two strikes on Vasquez. I feel like the Bolts are just waiting for that one spark. One hit that'll get them going. There's a grand slam by Estrada in that game before this one. Wind's blowing in from left to right at best. So once again, the 4-0 game, Bolts are down. And the national team, wow. Pumped up, we're rolling to the top of the 5th. Got some action down here at Tomball. It's a 4-0 ball game. 35-0 record is at risk. 35-0 record is at risk on Bolts Baseball Live on Tradio. We'll be back with you momentarily. Hit the mute on Channel 2. We're in the top of the fifth here. This is championship game for the 2024 Super Regional National Invitational Tournament. A perfect game. Umpire still hanging out over there. Both umpires hanging out by the Bolts dugout. And there's still some issues about that count. Seems like the home book ought to win out. Maybe not, though. Coaches are looking at things. I mean, this is when everything gets scrutinized. If you pitched one pitch more than you should have pitched in a pool game, if you pitched one pitch more than you should have pitched in a bracket game, if you got an extra out that you should have gotten and be able to be eligible today, all that stuff is being scrutinized. Well, I see the Bolts coach leaving the field. He may have gotten ejected. And it's possible that he did. He is headed to his car. So, not sure exactly what has transpired, but he has been ejected from the game. Bolts are going to have to settle down. Got three more shots at this and just play baseball. We're in the top of the fifth. They're down 4-0, and they're looking for a spark. Got some weird stuff in the air down here in Houston. Starting to kick up my coughing. 2 balls and no strikes. Great pitch right there by Pence. Just threw it right by the batter. Said, hey, it's 2 balls and no strikes. I'm going to throw you a fastball, and I'm going to give you a shot to hit it. And if you do, you do. Oh, that was beautiful. Deuce. Put it right in there. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Great pitch by Pence. Not much batter could do on that one. He froze up. 2-2 count. Strike 3 right there. Boom. Rung him up. You could see it from I'm down the right field line, and you could see it from where I was. That was just a beautiful pitch, and the umpire rung up the batter. Excuse me. Pence, maybe get some momentum going again for these Bolts. A little up, probably up and away too. How you doing down there, E? Got a thumbs up from the camera guy. Hopefully you're enjoying this little bit different angle that we're bringing to you for this game. Massive cut. If number 6 hits that ball, it's going to end up in the windshield of the Tradio truck. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, God, that hit the pitcher. Did it get him in the face? Where did it get him? Okay, not in the face. Not sure where it hit him. But he's signaling the dugout. He's okay. Wish we had our instant replay working right now. That'd be a good one to show. But he says he's okay. I think he got his hands up in time, and it hit off the back of his glove or something like that. But Pence has got 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Strike called. And the umpire is going to enforce can't be yelling at the pitcher. It's a UIL rule, so they're going to extend that down. And they can yell for their batter all they want. 1 ball, 1 strike now by Pence, who's come in. He's done a great job in an inning of pitching. Just off. That's a 3-1 count. Got a lot of velocity on his fastball. Tell you what, I'll be willing to bet this kid is committed to a 3-1 fastball. I dropped that deuce in there. Ball gets by for the 4th ball, and the runner will be at first base with 2 outs. It's a pretty solid lead at first base. And an excellent secondary. So I think number 38 is going to have to just slow down his thinking and timing and everything, just get in a little bit different rhythm. Slow it down, take a deep breath. Big lead at first. Martinez calls timeout. Go talk to Pence and let him know, hey, let's just make these guys hit it to beat us. .30 count on the batter. Definitely taken until he gets a strike here, I'm sure. Runner with a reasonable lead at first. Takes a little bit off, and Pence drops the pitch right in for 3-1 count. Bolts are staring up at a 4-0 deficit. We are in the top of the 5th championship game. He went. You got to call that one. Oh, checking. Yes, he did go. That's exactly right. Unfortunately, the guy walked down to second base on the appeal. That's a dead ball appeal. I think they got to put him back at first. I don't know. They're looking around at each other like, is that okay? I guess so. Yeah. Wow, did we just get a player ejected? I don't know. Something strange happened. No, tell me we didn't have that happen. No. Come on. See Martinez. He's in the dugout. He may have been ejected from the game. I don't know. He may have said something. There's a few words that you're not supposed to say to the umpire regardless. Get away with a lot. Maybe he's hurt. Maybe he's just hurt. I hope that's the case. Got a standstill here. Third base umpire, he's standing back away from everything. He did make the call, the out call on the, or the swing call on the check swing. We got a runner on second base. I do think that was a BS play. I guess I shouldn't say it like that, but the home plate umpire, first of all, you can't say anything to him, so I want to get that out there in the open. But he delayed his appeal down to the third base umpire and gave the guy from first an opportunity to trot to second. And I think that's really what frustrated the catcher behind the plate. It's like, hey, number 25 should not have been able to jog to second base. If you give me that appeal sooner, I'll throw him out. He won't be down at second. I'm speculating, folks. I'm 300 feet away from the action, but that feels like that could be what happened. Looks like it's possible that Zach Estrada is going to go in and catch. No, maybe not. Okay, maybe something different's happened. Give me a number, Elliot, on that catcher when he makes it out there. Okay, so Estrada's coming off the field. I don't know. As soon as we figure it out, we'll bring it to you with an update. All right, we got 2 strikes on the batter now. That's about the only thing I could tell you for certainty. And the runner that was at first base is down at second. I do put that on kind of a delayed call on that appeal. Man. Anyway, we are where we are. It's a 4-0 game. Bolts are looking up a hill. There are 2 outs in this half. And Team White the Nationals have a runner in scoring position at second base. Number 38, Pence, on the mound. Good pitch right there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Healthy cut at a high fastball. Pence ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Need a shutdown right here. Get over there and get the bats working. This is what you want to feel in a championship game, though. Runners move up on the pass ball. Second, third now. 2-2 count for Pence. There's a line drive. That ball's going to get down, too. It's possibly score 2 runs, and it will make this game 6-0. Number 7 has driven in 2 runs for the white team, and it is 6-0. Team White National. And I believe that's catcher. So there'll be a courtesy runner at first base. Number 2 comes in for the national team. Big lead at first, out past the cut. And there's a nice rip over to the left field, but it looks like Liam has a bead on it, and he does. And the Bolts are out of the inning, but not before more damage is done. Got an ejection and a couple of runs across the plate, and a little bit of chaos that broke loose here in that part of the inning. So we're going to roll to the bottom of the 5th. Your score from the championship game. Bolts staring up a hill, down 6-0. Oh, got a call right there at the letters. But I think that's been called a strike the day before, so. What a beautiful pitch, number 20 for the team national white jerseys. He's got 2 strikes on the hitter here. Does a little hesitation on the leg drive. Picks up the strikeout. Reminds me a lot of a lefty in North Texas named Dr. K for Grapevine High School. Dason Hill used that same technique. Get that high leg kick and kind of hold it a bit and then drive on it. Wow. Top of the order. Aiden Kearney. And this guy pitching on the hill is doing a really good job of mixing speeds up. I mean, slower, and then bam, he hits it with a fastball. And that's what Aiden's got to watch out for right here, fastball and the outside edge. He did a double kick, and Aiden sends a long fly ball out to left field, but the left fielder and the center fielder are both under it. The left fielder makes the call ultimately and takes the play. And that's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th for the Bolts. Not sure how much time is left, but I think this game started around 2:35. It's probably a 2-hour time limit game. Two balls, no strikes. This looks like Luke Esquivel hits one hard to the second baseman who fields it cleanly, throws it over to first. And that does it for the Bolts in the bottom of the 5th. We're rolling to the top of the 6th. Got an upset in the making. And listen, an upset in terms of maybe the perfect game rankings, but this Team White national team was actually the number 1 seed, I think, as we got to the tournament championship. Anyway, score 6-0. We'll be right back with you. Now on the hill for the Bolts, number 27, Isaiah Torres. I know you've seen our scoreboard for the previous 4 games, and I apologize that we don't have it for this game, but we had to do a quick move from field 4 to field 3, and we just didn't have the setup provisions to be able to get it on the screen. I apologize for that. But we do have finally a good view from out here in right field. There's a high one. I don't know who's going to call it. Looks like shortstop. Vasquez takes charge. Center field Motley coming on strong. Vasquez calls it, and there's 1 out here in the top of the 6th. The Bolts opponents jumped on them early, putting 4 runs up, I think, in the 2nd inning. I think we've had coach and player ejections. We've had a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We've had close plays and plays that weren't close but were appealed for a wrong count by the home plate umpire. A little bit of everything in this game. Most importantly, though, the Bolts are looking at an uphill deficit. One ball, 2 strikes on the batter. He pulled that last pitch out of the mitt. It's actually a pretty good job of hitting to stay alive. Let's see what Torres does. 1-2 pitch. Throws a breaker down, and number 17 somehow was able to make contact with it. I don't understand. That defied the laws of physics. Thought the ball hit the ground, but he was able to make contact and stay alive in the box. This ball right back. It got by Torres. And, throw to first base and got him by about a half step. It's a good call by the first base umpire. From where I was. And I'm standing right here, right for the line. That was a very good call, and the umpire looks in the dugout and tells him to stand down. He was out by half a step. Some of those bounces haven't gone the Bolts' way. They've also been out hit. Another good pitch. Wow. God, I was not expecting that one. 2 strikes. He's got so many options now. He's ahead of the count. Boom. Throws him fastball. Ball's fouled off to field 4, which is where the Bolts played their first 4 games of the weekend. Batter slaps one over there. It ends up where we were on last night, where we were set up over there down the right field line on field 4. Pretty good setup. It's a challenging angle for some of the plays. Oh, there's a deuce down low. What? Oh, my camera guy's arguing with me. No, I don't think so. I saw him step on the bag. I had a good view. Camera guy's saying he was safe. I'm saying he was out. Camera guy's got the visual, though, but I got the view. I don't know. You can go back. That's the great thing about YouTube. Oh, yeah, he's going to hold up his phone and try to argue with me now. Great thing about YouTube, you can go back and check it out and make your own determination. Be a tough play here. Who's going to get to it? Got to get rid of it. And he is out at first base, and that'll retire the side as the national team goes in order. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Your score. National team is 6. The Bolts are 0 coming to bat. Channel 2 out. This could be it. I don't know if they're doing time limits down here or what. Championship game may have to play 7 innings. Who knows? No time limit game. This is the bottom of the 6th, though. First pitch is a strike. Number 20 has been masterful for the opposing team. Has really done a great job of changing speeds, staying in control of the game. His pitch count's low. Got guys to hit the pitches he wanted them to hit. Wow. After that 58, 60 mile an hour pitch, he comes back and hammers a fastball. Didn't get the call. Fouls it down here in the corner. We got nothing we can do about it. We got fences everywhere. Great job of battling that time. 2-strike. 2-strike approach. Now he's thrown 2 pitches off speed. If he matches his pattern, he's going to come back and hammer strike zone with a fastball. Boom. Yep. And that's been the recipe. 2 breakers, 2 off speed. He's got a pattern of 3, which is throw 2 off, come back and hammer it with the hard ball. Seems to be working too. That last guy was batting for Martinez. Juju. Umpires head back to their posts. Nobody on base. So the guys on the side will be out in foul territory. Not sure I know what happened here. I guess they had a pitch count situation. That must be what it is. Pitch count situation. Anything they could do to get number 20 out of the game. So he's coming out, and there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. See if I can't look up to see if they play time limit in the championship game, or they got to play 7 innings. I don't know. But channel 2 out. I hadn't been able to find the info for you. Do have a new pitcher in the game. Number 27 pitching for National. Number 20 with an awesome job today. Mixing speeds, throwing the hard ball when he needed to, and really keeping the bolts off balance. Nice job pitching there, dude. Oh, there's a rip to the third baseman who fields it, picks it up and throws across, and he's going to get the out at first base. Isaiah Torres grounds into a 5-3 out at first. Wow, that's a rip. That's going to be in the gap. It's be extra bases right there. Fantastic job of hitting. And that's Madden Pike. Squaring it up. Perfect left-handed swing. And he's at second base as the clouds get darker. Elliot, don't know about you, but make sure the picture's bright enough. They are rolling in, and I guess we're going to be fighting the rain when we head back to North Texas later this evening. Just make Elliot drive it. Channel 2 active. Ball's passed. Madden Pike's going to be over at third base. Scratching for a run here. Get your team some emotional fuel. Right now, looking up the barrel of a 6-0 deficit. The Bolts battling hard, looking for the comeback. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. I'm pretty sure if this was a time limit game, time has expired, but I think it's probably God, great swing, good contact that time. I think this is 38 that's in there hitting. Pence. Boy, that's a need to let this game be about the players on the field. Here we go. There's a ball that's hit. It's going to be a tough play, I think. Throws over to first, and that'll be it. We're rolling to the top of the 7th. Bolts going to have to get some magic down here in Tomball. Down 6-0. Channel 2 out. You're watching and listening to Bolts Baseball Live on Tradio. Channel Torres rocks and deals. And the ball stays high for ball one. And this is the top of the seventh, unless I've completely miscalculated, mistracked the innings, but I'm pretty sure I'm on par with it. The Bolts are down 6-0. Talked about it before. Some of the close games that they played getting to this championship game undoubtedly taxed their pitching. Probably threw them off from the rotation they had planned on using today. But once again, you can't make it to the championship game unless you make it through the quarters and the semis. Good swing right there by the batter, bowling it off. Torres had one low and inside in the strike zone, and kind of a defensive swing by the hitter. Stay alive. Umpire saying he's out of baseballs. They hustle, get that in from the sideline. I think Perfect Game would actually have some baseballs on standby for this championship game. I think this is the last game going down in the park right now. Good pitch. Strike three. Wow. He painted it. Could see it from here, though. Catcher did a great job of framing it. And as soon as the ball was caught, umpire was starting to take his backward step and ringing him up. Torres with a K. Make sure you join the channel so you can put one of those K-flames in the discussion comments. There's a play to the shortstop. Vasquez throws over to Escobar at first base. And there's two down now here in the top of seventh. Threw it by him, tipped it into the catcher's mitt, one strike. Outfield playing straight away. Looks like center field is shaded a little this way toward where I am in right. Torres, two quick strikes on the batter. Fouled off back over on field 5. Actually, field 6. It's a 6-5-4-3, I think, what we have here. And we're on field 3 for this particular game. Umpire thought about it, but bottom dropped out and it hit the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Good pitch in that spot. Kept it down below the knees. Well executed by Isaiah Torres. 2-2 count, though. This is the pitch he's got to take to the bank. Oh, curveball. You got to give that to him. Wow, it looked like it wrapped right down his knee. Three balls and 2 strikes now. Torres blew it by him. Hey, let's look for a silver lining right there. Bolts are going to go to the bottom of the 7th. They're down 6-0. Time to see some action. You're watching Bolts Baseball Live on Tradio. Okay, this is situation. You got you got a 6-run deficit for the Bolts. Head to the bottom of the 7th. We're down here in Tomball. We're in the championship game of the 2024 Super Regional NIT event by a perfect game. Bolts have a 35-0 record on the line in perfect game events, this Bolts team. '88 Molly's in there. And, just want to go ahead and say thank you to the dedication of my camera guy for the last few games. I know we've put a tax on him, but he's done a great job of getting us the video feeds and getting our cabling in place to be able to bring you this championship run by the Bolts down here in Tomball. We weren't able to get a scoreboard in place for you on this game. We'll figure out what we got to do next time to make that happen, though. Bolts need base runners. Very discriminating at the plate. And that's what they got here. A leadoff runner down to first base. That's Vasquez stepping in there. Bolts are going to make him earn it. Throw a strike. Reasonable lead at first base, nothing too big. Once again, Vasquez takes ball 2. Feel the raindrops. Feel the raindrops. Must be imagining things. Lights are on now on the championship field, Field 3, down here at Premier Baseball in Tomball, Texas. And Vasquez jumps out of the way of ball 3. And 88 heads down to second base. It's Motley down there at second base. And the Bolts have 2 runners on now. 2 runners on and nobody out. And the coach in the white team's dugout doesn't know what to do. He's pacing around. He's got a 6-run lead. No biggie yet. But the wind has shifted a little bit. Feels like it's blowing out here to right field now. And every one of these guys on the Bolts, with the exception, I guess, of Brody Constantine, maybe a few others, they're mainly left-handed hammers. They get in there and get a little wind to right field, things could get interesting. And there's a called strike. I say this is Constantine. I'll have to check the number when he gets down first. Looks like number 11. We're going to call it Brody Constantine. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count I have. 2 runners on, Bolts are down. 6-0. Bottom of the 7th. Ball bounces up there. It's 3-1. Coach over here on the white national team, the white jerseys, in a little bit of angst. Not clear on what he needs to do here. Nobody's got pitching left, I don't think. Three-two count. Constantine fouls it off. Number 27 sits him down with a high fastball. Runners on first and second now. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Kearney takes a strike. Hits one down to first, fielded by the first baseman in fair territory. There'll be 2 outs here. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. Runners on second, third. The Bolts try and stay undefeated. Hit dogs. Finally, the team in the fields. I've been calling them the white national team because they say national on their jerseys. But hit dogs is what they're called out of Michigan. Hit dogs. It's Luke Esquivel. He rips one to the shortstop, who makes a backhanded play, throws to first, and got an out. Looks like the Hit Dogs have won the championship here, the 2024 Super Regional NIT down here for Perfect Game. They just beat a team that was 35-0. They just beat a team that was 35-0 in Perfect Game events. Number 1 ranked team in the country. And congratulations to the Hit Dogs. It's been great bringing you guys Bolts Baseball Live for the last couple days. Look forward to doing it again. Let's all drive safely. Roll Tide. Channel 2 off.